All right, guys, Gemini, back with another video. And in this video today, I'm going to be reviewing some of the stuff that went down on Monday Night Raw last night. My overall opinion of the show, I thought the show fell just a little bit flat. It didn't really have like a WrestleMania, road to WrestleMania type quality feel to it. I mean, there was no Brock Lesnar, no Paul Heyman, no Shane McMahon. I felt that the crowd in Nashville too was really, really quiet. I don't know what the deal was with the crowd in Nashville, but they didn't seem like they had a whole lot of energy behind them. So everyone went into Raw last night with the anticipation of The Undertaker coming back, and we were all kind of hoping to see how the storyline for Shane and The Undertaker was going to advance towards WrestleMania. And I felt like last night that the storyline was not really advanced with Shane and The Undertaker. I don't feel like that they really built any positive momentum with that. Anyway, show starts out. Triple H comes out. Triple H is talking some trash to the crowd, and then basically Dean Ambrose gets in his face. And Dean Ambrose, got to give him credit. Very unique interview style, and it was cool. You know, I admit that I enjoyed the interaction between Dean Ambrose and Triple H. Like I said, Dean Ambrose has a cool interview style. So anyways, Triple H says, yeah, you can have your title match and blah, 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 but you got to beat Del Rio later on the show. And Del Rio and Ambrose was the main event, and it wasn't the best match that either one of them ever had in their career. So anyways, advancing forward in Raw, you go Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, and Charlotte and her dad, Ric Flair, are sitting outside the ring, and the match ended in a draw, which leads me to believe that at WrestleMania we'll see Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks in a three-way match, and I believe Sasha Banks will probably be the person to go over in Dallas at WrestleMania. But yeah, the match had kind of a weird finish. I mean, it was weird for me. You could see Lillian Garcia on the microphone. She goes, "This match is a draw." I mean, when the hell was the last time Lillian Garcia who announced a match as a draw? So it was a bit strange. And then they had The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. And for some reason, the WWE decided to have Dolph Ziggler job out to The Miz in like 3 minutes. And I'm like, what the hell? And it was just strange to see Ziggler lose so fast. And The Miz won. So I guess they're building up some momentum with The Miz. I didn't get it. And it was so funny because they kept talking about the hatred between Miz and Dolph Ziggler, real life hatred. But if you remember a couple of weeks ago on the WWE Network, these guys rode together in a car for 5 hours and they were like best friends. So clearly there was no real hatred between the two of them. All right, then my queen, Stephanie McMahon, came out to accept her Vincent J. McMahon Legacy of Excellence Award, accepts a speech. Stephanie's, she's looking kind of weird at first, but then she turns over the table and she starts throwing a big temper tantrum. And then at the end, Stephanie goes, "You're all going to bow down to the queen." And I was like, "Steph, you're my queen. You stole that from me." So, yeah, it was cool to see Stephanie. She was looking good, man. Stephanie always looks good, but yeah, she had a little sexy little black dress on. Her hair all curled up. Stephanie was looking just too sweet. She's a babe. Let's see. Anyways, just to recap that little section, she basically threw a temper tantrum and said that, she didn't respect him and also shit about Shane. So she was all fired up at Shane and blah, blah, blah. Okay, Sheamus and Rusev versus the Lucha Dragons. If this wasn't WrestleMania season and I didn't have WrestleMania fever, oh my God, I wouldn't have sat through that match. It was incredibly boring. And in the end, the big guys put the little guys down. I was not into it at all. Another match that I really did not care about was Ryback and Adam Rose. They're trying to repackage Ryback. The best way to repackage Ryback is to send his ass right out the door. I'm so sick of that guy, man. Ryback to me just sucks. Chris Jericho and AJ Styles defeats the New Day. New Day, they're being weird. They kept talking about booty. It's like, I I don't know. I'm over the booty thing. I'm getting over the New Day really fast. And for me, Y2 AJ, the tags, I think Chris Jericho and AJ Styles are better off. I think Chris Jericho is going to turn heel on him and set up a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. I would like to see Chris Jericho be a heel in the program, turn on Styles, and set up a WrestleMania match. I don't like them as a tag team. They're better off as singles competitors. Okay, so then the main part of Raw. The Undertaker issued a chilling message to Mr. McMahon. And Mr. McMahon basically comes out there. He's doing his usual thing. And Undertaker comes out, badass entrance, epic entrance, looking as cool as ever. And for some explicit reason, Undertaker just out of the blue just chokes Vince McMahon and then basically says like a couple words, "You know who I am," and then leaves. And so I'm like, well, how the hell did this advance the storyline at all? It didn't advance the storyline at all. It made no sense. Maybe next week in Chicago, when Shane is there, him and The Undertaker can get into some kind of confrontation. But yeah, it just didn't make a whole lot of sense last night. Bubba Ray Dudley and Jey Uso, I don't care. Big Show defeats Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens via count. I don't care. And Naomi, who was busting out of the seams in her purple outfit, beat Brie Bella. Basically, Brie Bella is going to lose every match until she goes home and makes babies with Daniel Bryan. And then the last match, Dean Ambrose defeats Del Rio by disqualification because the League of Dummies got in there. And then you had Triple H and Ambrose have a little bit of a fight, and Triple H just beat the shit out of Ambrose. He gave Ambrose a beating, and it was pretty funny too how Triple H manhandled Saxton and threw him like 20 feet. And I was proud of Saxton for taking a bump. That was cool to see Saxton get in there and be interactive like that. I like Saxton. I do. Maybe a lot of people don't like him. I think this guy's pretty damn cool. I enjoy Byron Saxton. And I thought that was cool how he, took a bump for the world champion last night. Yeah, Raw seemed a little off last night. The crowd in Nashville seemed a little bit off last night. The whole show just felt a little bit flat. I don't know what they were really thinking. I think obviously being in Chicago next week, they'll have to put on a much better show in a very hostile Chicago crowd. I think that's why they saved Shane McMahon for Chicago and they didn't blow him in Nashville, because obviously the people in Nashville, they didn't have any energy. They weren't even cheering that hard. They were like a quiet crowd. I always thought Nashville was a better wrestling town than that, but they were pretty lame, actually. No offense to anybody if they're watching in Nashville, but that crowd was lame. And you could see the last match where Triple H and Dean Ambrose were battling on the table. Some idiot in the front row was just screaming at the top of his lungs. This big guy with a beard was like, get him, Triple H! Kill him, Triple H! And I was like, dude, you bearded up redneck. Man, go have another beer. But he was quite he must have been irritating Triple H, because he's like 2 feet from him. He's just yelling his ass off. I'm like, you moron. Are you trying to make it on TV, or what's your deal? So anyways, we'll wrap us up. I think, like I said, Raw fell a little bit flat last night. You guys make sure that you hit the like button if you like what you heard. I appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel. And check out all the other great YouTubers here in the YWC. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.